Hello and welcome to the latest update from We Are the Famous EFC with me, Adam. I thought that we'll sit down and talk about the latest Everton news on Abdoulaye Doucoure. So it's looking like Abdoulaye Doucoure will be leaving Everton at the end of the summer, according to some news articles today. But not only that David Moyes doesn't look like that he's going to have Abdoulaye Doucoure in his future at Everton as Everton look to progress at the end of this season, going into the Everton's historical new grounds on the banks of the Road Blue Mersey. So it's looking like Abdoulaye Doucoure will leave at the end of the season. So rating the season this season, I'm going to give him an 8. He's had a strong season. He scored a couple of goals, but he's not the right man for David Moyes and for Everton because he's got the pace, but he runs round like a headless chicken, but also doesn't have the quality what we need for the vast majority of it. But he scored quite a few goals for Everton as well, and he's been sent off twice as well. He scored 18 goals and 11 assists, and in 140 appearances for Everton in the Premier League in his career. So that is quite significant for him. But at the end of the day, if we want to thinking from place to place, day to day, then we do need to progress on the field as a football team and push upwards, because at the end of the day, as we look into this brand new era at Branley Moore and we want to progress as a football team, then I don't see that Abdoulaye Doucoure, if we want to get up there, I don't see Abdoulaye Doucoure being the right man for Everton to help us progress in the future. But as a result from that, his contract does run out at the end in the summer, at the end of the season. So it's a good job that David Moyes is not renewing it. I don't rate him at all. I don't like him. I don't think he's a very good player. But at times he'll have the quality, but other times he'll miss a scissor and that. So we need players who can take their chances straight away like that, and also players who knows what they're doing basically. But Abdoulaye Doucoure misses big opportunities, big chances, and we can't afford that, especially if we want to be fighting for European football for next season. So if we want to do it, then we're going to have to do it the hard way. And that's why Abdoulaye Doucoure, his future is not with David Moyes by the looks of it. And I see why. But Abdoulaye Doucoure to leave Everton at the end of the season, then do let us know your comments about that. But according to team talks, that Abdoulaye Doucoure is not going to be in David Moyes' books for next season, as his contract runs at the end of the season, and there has not been any talks over a new extension deal. But the midfielder is likely to be replaced, and a midfielder already found, according to Team Sports, but it does not give me any sneaky ideas yet on who Abdoulaye Doucoure's replacement could be. But that's coming from Team Sports. So do let us know in the comments if you know or what you think about the news, as I said. But the breaking it is that Abdoulaye Doucoure won't be in Sean Dyche's future going into the brand new stadium, the historical new stadium, because we can make memories going into this new stadium with a new bunch of players, and that's going to be amazing. So it's exciting times, but I want to talk about a bit more now in an in-depth talk about Abdoulaye Doucoure. If he wanted to show, then he was meant to show when the day David Moyes came in what he's capable of, but he's not really, and he's capable of scoring some goals at times, but not every time. But also gives the ball away quite frequently, and I see him being the exact same as Jack Harrison, who goes. He's just an average player, very slow, sloppy at times, and we can't afford to have players who are sloppy on the ball, who will give it away, who like put a tackle in them falls. We can't afford that. We need somebody with the pace, the quality in the midfield, pressing up the field, helping back, and all of that. We need someone like that for the vast majority of it. But yeah, at the end of the day, again, look, I'm not criticising anybody, but it is going to be a fairly hard one for David Moyes' Everton side. But at the end of the day, look, it is difficult. I know I'm not saying that it's an easy ride, but if we want to progress, then Abdoulaye Doucoure cannot be in David Moyes' books. So therefore, he can't have another deal. You might think that's harsh, but I want to see us progressing now because we've stayed up. We've had a shadow of a doubt. We're a Premier League team going into the brand new stadium. There's no way Ipswich are going to win all the games or Leicester. There's no way that will happen because we've got to lose between now and for the rest of the season, and Ipswich have got to win every single game if as well. So that honestly, we're a Premier League side. But Doucoure rating it, I don't know, joking by the way when I said an 8. I'm going to give them 5.4. A bank average midfielder, can play in the number 10 role, but doesn't really have the quality. And we need players who've got the quality. So therefore, bye-bye. Out the door, I guess. You probably will say that I'm being harsh, but at the end of the day, I want to see my football club and your football club progressing. And it's not going to progress if we've got the likes of Abdoulaye Doucoure, Jack Harrison, Lindstrom, key players who are poor. Abdoulaye Doucoure is poor. Like, he's a Premier League footballer, but not for Everton anymore. He just hasn't got the quality. He hasn't got the skills like Illiman and Jai, and he certainly hasn't got their hunger, as I should say. Sorry, he hasn't, has he? So do let us know in the comments your thoughts on that. But at the end of the day, I want to see us progress. His goals doesn't affect me one single bit. He's just got to score a hell of a lot more and try harder. But because he's not shown that, then I can see why David Moyes doesn't want him in his team going into Burnley more, because he wants a new, strong team who will win week in, week out, who can not fight relegation, because these group of players, what we've got now, a bang average in relegation, battle, scrap, whatever you want to call it. These are not like a top team, like a top 10. But they are now because David Moyes is in. But when Dyche was in, he couldn't. But yeah, we know that it was the previous manager. That's why we are in the situation we was because of that. But Doucoure does not help himself at all. He really does not help himself at all. So, as I said, bang average players, and therefore we need a big change. Don't we, Blues? We certainly do. So we can progress as a football team on the pitch and for European football as well to come for next season. So yeah, as I said, it is going to be very difficult for Moyes and for the players to hear it. But at the end of the day, they've got no choice because Doucoure hasn't shown us Evertonians at all. He's only showed us in one game, and that was against Leicester when he scored in the first minute. He took his chance, but he always jumps up to header it and always misses most of the time, and we can't afford that. The shot when you get the ball, he's got to take it on goal, in the back of the net and on target. It's no good if it's miles off target or it's off target. That is no good. Because look at Liverpool, look at City, look at Fulham, look at Chelsea, look at Arsenal, look at your Newcastles, especially Newcastle. Look at them. They were a bang relegation side who nearly went down back in 2020 under Steve Bruce. Look at them now under Eddie Howe. See a big change like that because their owners And not only the owners, they've got decent players, and that's why they're fighting for Champions League. Look at Forest. They almost got relegated last season. They brought in some decent quality players to get them in Champions League. Do I think they'll stay in Champions League? No, I don't, because they're not a Champions League side. They are a bottom half. But this season, they have shown everybody, like, their fans are proud of them. I want to be proud of our players. Don't get me wrong, I'll always be proud of them, but I want to be extra proud playing European football as well. And that'll be amazing by David Moyes if we can achieve that for next season, and for Dan Friedkin as well, and the Friedkin family and whatever else. So do subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is it from me for now. Take care, up the toffees, and enjoy the international break. I will, of course, be keeping you up to date through this week and next week by doing these videos. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to you never miss an update. Bye-bye.